Welcome to the Crazy Hat Chemist. So here we go again today. Another Lewis dot structure. So let's get started. Bam! Alright, so today's is bromine pentafluoride. So we first need to get the formula for bromine pentafluoride. Again, two nonmetals, prefix naming. Bam. Okay, it's bromine. There's one bromine. Penta is for 5, and fluoride. So it's bromine pentafluoride, which is BrF5. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to look at our periodic table and determine the number of valence electrons in bromine. That's 7. Number of valence electrons in fluorine. That is 7. There are 5 fluorines. We're going to sum these numbers up and we're going to get 42 total electrons. We're going to divide this by 2. Then we're going to get the total number of electron pairs. That is 21. The least electronegative element is going to go in the middle. That is the one that's furthest from fluorine. Bam, that's going in the middle. That's why it's the bromine, because it's furthest from fluorine. It's the least electronegative. Then the 5 fluorines are going to be surrounding the bromine. Now, again, remember that bromine is period 3 or greater. Therefore, it can exceed the octet rule. Therefore, we're going to equally space out the fluorines around the bromine, and I've done that like such. Okay? Now what we're going to do is we're going to use a pair of electrons between the central element, that's the bromine, and the outside elements, that's a fluorine, with a pair of electrons just like that. Those form single or sigma bonds. Then remaining electrons, I'm going to use them as lone pairs of electrons around the outside elements. That's 3 sets of lone pairs of electrons around each of the fluorines. Now, I have used up 20 pairs of electrons. I have 21 pairs of electrons. So the next rule is to dump them right there in the middle of the bromine. Again, recalling that bromine is period 3 or greater, so it can exceed the octet rule. We do need to verify the octet rule with the fluorine, because fluorine must have an octet, and that is it. Now what we're going to do is we're going to tidy up this structure, make it look really nice and pretty. We're going to take the bonding pairs of electrons and use them as lines. The non-bonding pairs of electrons, they're still dots. And so that's why we have this structure. So bromine pentafluoride has one lone pair of non-bonding electrons on the central atom of the fluorine, of the central atom of the bromine, and it has 5 single-bonded fluorines to it. Each of the fluorines has 3 sets of lone pairs of electrons around it. Hopefully that one worked well for you. I am the Crazy Hat Chemist. I'm wearing a crazy hat, or actually it's really not much of a crazy hat, but I did get it from a colleague from my high school a very long time ago. And she wore it years and years and years, and now I get the privilege of wearing it as well. If you like that video, give me a thumbs up on that video, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. See you next time. Bye now.